welcome to day 4 of Vacation Bible School with Calvary Baptist Church. So today we're going to do things a little bit differently. I'm going to go over the verses we already have learned this week and then our new verse, okay? Day 1 we learned, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only Son, that whoever believes in him will not perish but have eternal life." Now I'm going to waste a couple of the words and then we're going to repeat it again, okay? Oh no, some of the words have disappeared. We're going to say it again, okay? John 3:16. "For God so loved the world that he gave his only Son, that whoever believes in him will not perish, but have eternal life." Should I waste some more words, do you think? The words are missing now. "For God so loved the world that he gave his only Son, that whoever believes in him will not perish, but have eternal life." Shall I waste everything now? What do you think? It's all gone now. If you want to close your eyes and help remember, you can. Go ahead. Okay, we're going to start. John 3:16. "For God so loved the world that he gave his only Son, that whoever believes in him will not perish, but have eternal life." John 3:16. Great job! You guys have been learning so much. Day 2 we learned, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." Philippians 4:13. Okay, can you say it with me again? I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Philippians 4:13. Let's review. "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Jeremiah 29:11. Okay, let's say that again, because this is a really big verse. Okay, I'm going to slow it down. "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." This is today's verse. Romans 3:23. "For all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God." All, as in everyone who has ever lived, has sinned. And sinning is anything that's bad. So when we hit our siblings or take something that isn't ours or say mean words and hurt people, those are all sins. There's lots of different sins. Sins are what are bad in this world. For all have sinned and fallen. So think of like a big gap. We've fallen into this gap of sin. Okay? We've fallen short of the glory of God. God is perfect. God has never sinned and never will sin. God does not like sin. He is glorious. He is perfect. So none of us who have ever lived, not even me, not even you, not even the coolest person you could possibly think of, all of those people have never been perfect. They have all sinned. The only way to be perfect in God's eyes is through Jesus. Jesus was perfect. He never, ever sinned. For all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. Only if we are like Jesus can we be in God's presence, in God's glory, in heaven with him. And that's why Jesus died. You're going to learn a little bit more about that, older kids, in tomorrow's lesson. But today we're going to focus on what sin is. It's coming close to the end of VBS. And so if you want more entries into our raffle for your age group, you can post more videos of you reciting those verses or other verses you already know. And I highly recommend verses in Romans because a lot of them are short and really easy to memorize, but are also packed full of really interesting things. Interesting things about sin and about Jesus forgiving us and why he forgave us. And it's really good. I highly recommend you learn verses from there. So any of those verses that you learn, you can videotape with your parents' permission and their help. Videotape and then tag Calvary Baptist Church in Indianola. Tag us on our Facebook page, our website. I think we even have Twitter. I don't use Twitter. I don't know. And then tomorrow we will announce who won. We'll only use your first name, and it probably won't be in a video. But your parents will get a message from us that you won and where they would like us to send your prize. So I'm so excited. I don't know about you. I'm excited. It's going to be so cool. So send in those videos and we will see who wins tomorrow.